Hello and welcome back for another episode of Financial Freedom by 40. We are so excited to be back on the road and exploring some pretty amazing places around Australia. In this week's episode, we first start with a visit to Mimbi Caves. We then make our way into the Purnululu National Park to visit the Bungle Bungle Range. We get to experience some bumpy four-wheel drive tracks and also some pretty spectacular scenery. We see the beehive domes in the Purnululu National Park, as well as the famous Echidna Chasm, among other things that we got to explore this week. It's a pretty action-packed episode this week, so make sure to watch along the whole episode with us. The first stop in this week's episode is Mimbi Caves. Mimbi Caves are located about an hour outside of the town of Fitzroy Crossing if you are coming from the west along the Great Northern Highway, or about 2 hours outside of Halls Creek if you are coming from the east. To visit the Mimbi Caves, you do have to book on a tour. It isn't just open to the public, and the tours are run by the local Gooniyandi people. We jumped on one of the morning tours, which start at 8 a.m, so you meet your tour guide just outside the caves. This is the area outside of the caves that you can see in the video here. It's pretty spectacular, and you meet there and the tour guide takes you down for a tour around the caves. You do need to bring your own torches, as it is pretty dark down there in most of the cave area, and you spend about an hour looking around inside the caves, and then go out and have morning tea of a damper tea and coffee just outside of the caves, where your tour guide does give you a bit more background about the caves and a little bit more background to some of the history of the area from the perspective of the Indigenous people from this part of Australia. There is a campground that is located just near the Mimbi Caves, which you can book into. We actually decided to stay at the rest stop, which is not too far from the Mimbi Caves, about 5 minutes up the road. So it was nice and easy to get to the caves, and then we were straight back onto the highway again, continuing our journey east. This is like State Highway 1, but there's loose cows on the sides as you're going down the road at 100 k's. Crazy.
That's why you don't travel at night in this place.
No.
Cows, roos, cats.
This particular day was just really a driving day for us to get ourselves from the Mimbi Caves through to the Spring Creek rest area, where we decided to stay for the night before we went into the Purnululu National Park.
What are you two boys doing?
Having a fire?
A fire?
Yeah.
Why? Where are we?
Well, we're just outside of Purnululu.
Yep.
Sunny Creek at the free camp. And
free
at the
camp.
free camp there's a concrete bit, but if you come down the road a bit, there's this area. As you drive down into a clearing, there's bits with dirt and rocks, and then there's more area with dirt and rocks.
Yeah, it's pretty busy here, isn't it?
Yeah.
But unless we got
It's alright. Sunset. Let's see what Mum's up to. This could be messy. Well, even on the beers.
Hey! No.
Ciders. What are you up to?
I am making our dinners for our trip into the Bungle Bungles, because we're not going to have the caravan, so we're just going to be in the tents with a little cooker, our little one burner cooker. So doing like all one pan meals that just can be reheated, and putting all the ingredients in now, so all the cans of tomatoes and everything in, like spaghetti bolognese, nachos, tacos, so we don't have to take anything but the bare minimum with us into the national park. There's no rush. I've only got a tiny bit of fridge space, so we've
Yep.
got to make the most of it. Everything has to go in the car, and it feels like we've got a lot of stuff to take with us, so it's going to be interesting.
Love it. And somebody will clean up afterwards.
We are off into Purnululu National Park to see the Bungle Bungles. So we've got now 52 k's of dirt road to make our way through, and apparently it's quite a long and interesting road. So it takes about 2 to 3 hours to do the 52 kilometres. So it's going to be slow going at some point, and no double axle caravan. So we've just dropped the caravan off at caravan storage just at the caravan park just by the gate to the national park, so wish us luck. So glad we're not coming through with the caravan. I'm already scared enough going through with the car.
It's like axle height.
It's our first river crossing.
Apparently the deepest.
Apparently the deepest. Yikes.
So where you check they've done everything up.
Go Bruiser, go Bruiser, go Bruiser. Yeah! Oh, bumpy.
Apparently this is the worst one, so
It's long.
the longest.
Widest.
We're
That was no
across.
problem.
Number 1 creek crossing out of 6, is it? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Our second
How
water
do you
crossing.
win?
Where are you
blow
going?
things up.
Why are you going so far that way? Two water crossings down.
Out in waves.
Coming up
Wait,
to
what?
river
It's not
crossing
there
number
with the
3.
waves?
Yeah. But sometimes part of your game gets burned.
What wave are you on?
1.
2. I
Oh
literally
yeah.
suck.
Click the yellow orbs and green orbs.
Once you take out the enemy.
Made it through that one.
4, 5.
Next river crossing.
Wait, we're in the water?
No.
Get it.
Go.
Yeah.
Here's the
Here we go.
Any water coming in?
no.
You can see
Look
it.
at all the waves.
This is deep.
It's about halfway up the wheels. It's not too bad.
Who wants to go for a swim?
Starting to get a bit more rugged now. The road, that is. Is there another one coming straight up?
I thought you said 8K's between them all.
I estimated 8K.
Yeah, there's another one right here.
I estimated 8K.
Well, that's 3 in about the last 300 metres.
Sorry, boss.
Well, this is the deepest, I'd say.
Oh, yeah, we're getting water splash up the side of the car on this one. Oh.
Oh, he's got wet feet, have they?
No.
No water. Is there another one yet? You checking your feet?
I do not. I do not have wet feet.
That's good.
My feet couldn't be wet anyway because they're not on the ground.
If your feet are wet and they're not on the floor, that's even a bigger problem.
Getting some more interesting terrain. It's not just full flat now.
I think the first 30Ks wasn't bad at all.
No. Well, maybe they say it's 2 to 3 hours. How long have we been going for?
Just over an hour.
So maybe the last 20 k's is really bad. Is this number 5 or 6? Lost track now. It was a bit muddy, that one. It's just a little one. They're getting more frequent
that
though.
was so deep.
It was like a puddle, that one.
Well, why didn't you walk for it then?
I didn't have to. It's just a small one. Must be some pretty wet spots in here though, like when it's been rain recently, because that probably would be water too.
Well, they closed this, didn't they? That
Yeah,
last
they did.
downpour.
Yeah, they did.
Was it end of May? Early
Yeah.
April?
Yeah, like when we were in Broome, they closed it because of all the, well, it was 3 days of rain or something, 3 or 4 days of rain, but did enough damage to close the roads and, well, here and there. Bit of water in this one, some on the other side too.
This is the deepest.
Oh, see the water on the wheels? One's a bit rocky. Next river crossing. Some of them are just like water, not river crossings as such. we've arrived now at the Kurrajong campground at Purnululu National Park. So we forgot to do a video when we're setting up, but we've set up the tents now, and this is sort of the surroundings of where we are. You can't see the range too much from here. There's a little sneak preview of it over there, but there's apparently a really nice spot just up the road from here where we're going to go and watch the sunset. So we're going to head off there very shortly. It's starting to cool down. It's getting to about 10 degrees at night here at the moment, which is a lot colder than what we've been used to. So we've got all our blankets and duvets and everything and winter jammies, so we'll have to stay cozy in the tents. But yeah, we're going to head up and check out the sunset shortly. So we've come to the sunset lookout spot, and it seems like the sun's already disappeared on us behind the hill over there. It's only 4:45, hey? So we thought we had heaps of time. We're actually wanting to look at the cliffs behind us and get them lit up by the sun, but hopefully we aren't too late to capture it because the sun seems to have disappeared very early. The sun does set very early here actually in this part of the world. It's normally completely dark by about 5:30, so we thought we had plenty of time, but see how we go. Well, this is the view, so I don't think we missed it. We made it just in time. It's pretty nice. It's not too bad out the other way either. We look all around us. Pretty stunning scenery.
Yeah, it'll look good.
Sun's gone down. We're starting to get the pretty sunset glow in the sky.
Now I see. Oh, rat bag.
Colours keep getting better and better. I can't even see you. We're back from sunset.
I'm here.
It's so dark I can't even see you.
It's cold.
What's the time now?
It is now 5:45.
5:45. And it's dark.
It
We've
is
also
very cold.
It's, well, yep. You can kind of see the sunset with the naked eye, but not very well with the camera. There's the moon. But we're come back to reheat one of our prepared dinners. We've got our little awning out from the car and our little cooktop. So this is back to basics camping, back to like how we used to camp. Yeah, how we used to camp when it was just the two of us. Just a car and a mini cooker. I can't even see you. Here are the boys.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Playing Uno in our freezing cold tent.
You freezing cold or are you cozy with your blankets in there?
Because with my blanket, he's freezing cold.
Well, why don't you put your blankets on if you're cold?
Nah, I'm fine. Just gotta be careful of my neck.
Have fun.
Yeah.
We will freezing to death.
We had our first night at the Purnululu National Park, so got a bit chilly in the night last night, didn't it, Zave? How cold was it? Shivering. It was pretty cold. So we're getting all packed up. We had one night here at Kurrajong, and now we're moving up to, or down, to the Walladi campground at the other end of the park. We've got some walks to do first, haven't we?
No.
So we're going to go do some exploring, packing up and go do some exploring. And the time is, Dad?
The time now?
Yeah.
7:15.
7:15. So we're up at about 5:45. So up bright and early with the sun. First walk of the day. So this is just a quick one to have a look at some traditional Aboriginal bush foods and medicines. But what is it, about 8:30?
Yep.
And we're on the trail already, so nice and bright and early. Camping in a tent gets us going early.
We woke up at like 6.
Yeah, 5:45. Pretty good scenery though. We haven't seen the famous part of the Bungle Bungles yet though, so still looks pretty neat. Spinifex. These often spiky hummock grasses produce a glossy wax that can be used in a glue by heating over the coals with charcoal and kangaroo dung. Oh, we learned about that at that other place, didn't we?
Yeah.
The glue is used to attach spearheads to spear shafts and stone to wood. The leaves are also used to make fish traps, as well as walls and roofs of humpies, huts made of branches. Alright, should we keep going?
Yeah, we heard about that. They burn it to get the sticky stuff at the bottom.
Yeah.
They burn all the spinifex, and if you reach on the bottom, there's
wax.
Yeah, it's right down in the centre of it.
Oh, that's right.
where
That
it's
was-
all
They
moist.
burn it. It takes out all the spikes and that, and reduces it to just the wax.
Sandalwood? These aromatic lance-shaped leaves are used in steaming treatment for colds and flu. After boiling the leaves in water, the cooled liquid is used as a body wash for helping with congestion. The fruit of this bush plum is ripe when the skin is red to dark purple. When peeled, the white flesh is sweet and tasty. Northern sandalwood. So you think it's those ones with the little leaves?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds
Right.
like it.
What's next?
Well, I don't see the next sign.
Let's keep following the path. What's this one?
Long leathery seed pods.
Look for the long leathery seed pods amongst the butterfly-shaped leaves. The red flowers can be sucked for their sweet nectar. Bees are attracted to these flowers, so the sugar bag found in this tree is often very sweet. The ash from the burnt bark is a natural teeth cleaner and whitener. The old folk would add the ash to chewing tobacco. Oh,
Is that there? So you can
Right in
see
front
the
of
other
us?
ones in the longer.
the skinny leaves. Well, this one
Oh,
looks
no,
like it's
it's
got
got
rounder
round.
leaves. I'm trying to see what we're looking at.
But that's like,
Oh, is it that one?
yeah, but I thought that was
The sandalwood.
Sandalwood.
I don't know. We'll have to ask Granny once she's watched the video. She'll probably know what the tree looks like.
Yeah.
Is that a snake?
Where?
Oh no.
No, it's just a...
Piece
It's
of
a
wood.
Just
branch that's all wrapped around it with dots on it.
Yeah. Looks a little snaky. Oh, there's another one over there.
River reed shrub.
Oh, yeah, well, we know which one that is.
Yeah, you know it's like big stuff.
And what do they use the river red gum for?
Cooking. In a ground oven, the leaves are placed inside its gut cavity to keep the meat moist and improve the flavour.
Oh.
To catch fish, the leaves are thrown into water holes. The fish float to the surface and are then collected for cooking.
Oh, that's what that
That's
man
what
was
the
saying
yeah,
the
it's
other
like
day.
poisonous.
Ah.
Nutritious and delicious witchery grubs are found in the wood. Boiling the bark in water treats colds and congestion.
Ah, so that's that one.
Yeah, so
Oh, maybe it's that one with the rounded leaves.
Oh yeah.
Over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we heard the other Aboriginal tour guide say they like ground up the leaves or something and threw it into like rivers.
And it kills the fish.
Yeah, and it like acts as a poison almost.
Isn't that the same leaf that they use and he ground out and then he rubbed on the body and stuff, which is for insects? Like
Yeah, but
insect repellent?
There's all different types of eucalyptus. I don't know
Yeah.
which one he did it with, but
Yeah.
it might have been that one. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Not
should-
many eucalyptus trees around, though, is there? Really? I mean, there's
No.
one there.
No, but I think this one here might be a type of... Is this a type of eucalypt as well?
Oh, it might be.
No, there's so many different varieties. They look different depending on where you are.
Yeah.
What's this one?
Candelabra wattle.
Candelabra wattle.
The stems and branches which traditionally used to make both short and long spears, and the hefty branches used for plates to place food on. The gum from this wattle is delicious and chewy, and also used as medicine in a drink.
Oh, I'm not sure what tree it is though, because I don't think it's these ones. Or maybe it's that one further away, just
Yeah.
over there,
Just there.
but behind the... Yeah. All right. Next one. What do you got for us, Aves, up there?
Cabbage, did you say? Cabbage palm.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha. Lonesome.
Oh, that's just a singular palm.
Yeah. It's like similar to the ones we have at home, isn't it?
The cabbage is the white flesh growing in the leaf bases of this palm. The leaves are chopped or peeled off to reveal the pale cabbage. It can be eaten raw and is tasty and crisp in texture. The cabbage can also be wrapped in paper bark and roasted in a ground oven to make it nice and tender.
Mm.
So that's the base of those leaves.
On to our second walk of the day already. So this one is the Mini Palms walk. So off to check that out. We've turned the corner now, so making our way further into the Mini Palms Gorge. So not too far these walks, it's only 1.1 kilometres from where we turned. So starting to see the range a bit closer now.
Can you see it?
Where do you go? To the left, maybe? Or underneath? You reckon under, Xavier? Xavier's gone under.
I reckon it might be easier going under.
Yeah, I'm going under.
Suck it in going that way.
Wow, these are pretty like amazing rock formations. It's almost like river stones all in rock. Ooh, crash.
Over here.
I'm gonna guess this is why they call it the Mini Palms Gorge or something. Just a few. Pretty. What's this steep? No, we said there was going to be water. That's no good.
Oh, the darts.
That's the end.
Everyone hears eardrums.
Oh man, this would be stunning when there's water.
Come on.
Do the ice bar. No. Please. No.
Climb through. Do the squish. Oh, it's a bit of a tight one. On the way back down now, so not too long of a walk. Off on our third walk of the day. Not too long again. Nice, was it 1k each way?
Yep.
Off to Echidna Chasm. So it's one of the Insta famous places that we've seen online, so going to go check it out for ourselves. The Echidna Chasm walk was one of our favourite walks at the Purnululu National Park. The walk altogether took us about an hour return, including some time to explore around inside the chasm. They recommend that you visit the chasm between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. because it's at this time that the sunlight hits the chasm just right to light up the inside of the chasm. And when the sun does hit, it is pretty spectacular inside there. So make sure if you're coming here to spend some time looking around and that you get there at this time of day.
I don't think we're allowed to go any further.
Well, I don't know, we're still going, so let's see where we end up.
Yeah. So, let's continue going. It's fun. Oh, I think that's the end.
This might be the dead end.
Spider climb all the way up.
Yeah, this is the dead end.
Oh no, is it? Is it? It might go around the corner. It might go around the corner. It goes around the corner.
You guys, I think we should stop here.
Go.
No, it's an adventure.
Look, stairs even.
Oh,
We've been putting stairs. Look, this is all concrete together.
wow, look at that. The colours are amazing where the sun's hitting it further up.
Maybe not.
Look at that, at the top.
You did it again! No, that was not me.
You should look above you at all the spider webs glistening.
3, 2, 1.
Man, the colour is insane. It looks so much better in the light. It's like, look above you. Look at all the spider webs glistening in the thing.
Oh yeah, up there. I can catch them too well. Oh.
Where?
Spider webs above you. Look at them glistening in the thing.
Yeah.
We lost one. our second night in Purnululu National Park, and we forgot once again to film ourselves setting up. But we're all set up now. We've had some dinner, and now we're making some tea and hot chocolate, and we're going to have a couple of rounds of cards under the light before we go to bed. It's now, what time is it, Dad? About 6:30?
10 past 6.
10 past 6. And so, yep, we're going to have another early night, but it's early morning, early to bed, so have our cup of tea and hit the sack. Probably about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's freezing cold.
It's freezing, but probably not New Zealand freezing.
Yeah, last time in the car, we did sunset last night, and we went ahead and we went back, and as we were driving back, you could see the outdoor temperature was going down. Like every minute, it was going down a degree.
And
half a minute, it was going down a degree.
And how was it sleeping in a tent last night?
So cold last night.
Yeah, freezing cold.
So cold.
Like, even with my blankets on, it was freezing.
So we're all going to sleep with jerseys on as well as our winter jammies tonight.
Yeah. And
Wish us luck.
undercovers.
And undercovers. So it's our next morning in the Purnululu National Park, and we're making our way from camp down to the southern end walks of the national park. So there's a few walks that are all kind of linked together. So we've got a big walking day ahead of us today. So altogether it's about 14 k's to cover them all off. So we're going to see how we go with that, and we should get to see, we think we're just starting to see now some of the famous dome shapes that are coming up ahead of us. So that's one of the things that you see when you see the brochure and everything for this national park, is the famous beehive shaped domes, which just maybe starting to see a few of now. There's a big one that looks a bit like it over there, but we'll show you again once we get, there's actually a domes walk that's part of this walk that we're going to do. So we're on the road. It's 8:30 now, and we've had varying reports of how long this walk trail takes, but around about 4 hours apparently. So we're going to see how we go with that. We're hoping that we might be able to hit the road and head back to the caravan this afternoon if we can get the walks done in time. Just a little bit chilly overnight here, and we haven't had the greatest night's sleep the last couple of nights. We've all been cozied up in our tents, but we're looking forward to getting back to our proper beds in the caravan. So we'll see how we go with the walks. Oh look, there we go. Now we're starting to see the dome shapes. Lots of them.
Quite a different landscape here to the northern side.
Yeah, it is quite a different landscape. Oh, we'll get in there and have a closer look. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go up there, and then we're going to go see the Pickaninny Creek lookout, then all the way up to the window,
Oh, we're doing Cathedral Gorge.
the Whip Snake Gorge, back down again, up to Cathedral Gorge, yep, and then across and over to the Domes Walk.
And then back.
So all up
And then
about
it's all the
14
walking, doing
k's.
back. Yep. And
Yeah.
then if we get that done at the right time, if we've got enough time, we'll pack up and drive back to the caravan.
Yep. So we're going to start with the Domes loop because the sun's on it and a nice angle, so hopefully we can get some nice pictures. Pretty cool formations. I still haven't seen more information about how they ended up being formed this way though. So there's iron layers and sandstone layers. We read that in the booklet. But I still wonder why they're shaped like beehives. Hopefully somewhere there'll be some more signs that explain. This is quite hard to walk through the sand. It's very soft.
It's like walking on the beach.
It is. It's like beach sand. About 1 million miles from the beach.
Smells like honeycomb.
Yeah, it does, but maybe it's because there is. Maybe it's those bees that, on that other sign, they're making honey around here somewhere.
Or like, you know, the beeswax.
Oh, it's one of the wild, you know, those wild beehives.
Maybe it's because
Thing with bees in it.
they're beehive domes. Haha. Beehives, honey. Uh-oh. Nobody's laughing at my jokes.
Because they're bad.
Well, they are beehive domes. That's what they call them.
Why did Sam
Why did Santa get a parking ticket on Christmas Eve?
Why did Santa get a parking ticket?
Sleigh and no sleigh there.
Oh.
That's not funny.
So heading onto the main part of the trail now. Making our way towards the next, I think it's Pickaninny Creek might be the next lookout. Or Pickaninny Lookout or something like that. Head off that way too. Spectacular. Walking through this gorge, we're walking through the dried out river bed or creek bed of the Pickaninny Creek, so kind of a cool landscape. Bit bumpy, but pretty cool. Where to next, Dad?
This way.
Lookout. Oh, cool. We're at the lookout already. Coming up to the lookout, so what are we going to see? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's better. Look at that. We're on the final stretch of the Whipsnake Gorge walk, so less than a kilometre now to the end. So we're guessing we're heading up into that gorge over there, but we're right getting up close to the range now. Pretty spectacular, this whole area. The view just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it, as we're walking through. I think we're nearly at the end of the walk. What do you reckon? That's the end? Wow, how cool. It's massive.
Swim anyone? Yeah, everywhere seems to be.
Wow, it's quite beautiful anyway though, even though there is no waterfall.
What's the time, Dad?
11.
What time did we start?
5 past 9. 9.
So we made it to the end of the Whipsnake Gorge. So we just gotta make our way back out again, I guess. We're making our way back out of the gorge now, so we've done the Whipsnake Gorge part. Now we're back on the main trail, so the sign just said 3.4 kilometres back to the car park, so it's starting to warm up now. It's a bit cooler this morning, but temperature's definitely warming up in the middle of the day, which as they said it would do. So good to get on the trail nice and early if you want to do this one. Xavier told us he reckons he can get through this part on the opposite side of the river. So let's see what happens here.
He's probably gonna fall. I'd say he's gonna fall. Just a little cove just there.
Do you think it's a good idea to turn back now? Xavier, you don't want to get your shoes all wet because you still got a way to walk.
Inch by inch.
Stubborn.
Know how deep the water is?
Yeah.
We're gonna find out in a minute.
This could take a while.
You realise if we want to get out of here, you gotta go faster. Oh!
Go back, Xavier. You're going to end up wet. Go
He's
back,
already gonna
Xavier.
end up wet.
Go back the way you came.
Oh. Oh, is he gonna make it back even? Okay, he'll make it back. Yeah, film it until the end because he might sploosh.
Come on, keep going.
Oh.
Come on, stand. You should be able to go. You were still walking there before. Make it back across. You can do it. Go on. Come on, you can do it.
That's all white.
Oh well.
Here, short.
Yes. Keep going. Come on, you can do it. You're almost at the flat bit again. Just wiggle a bit more to the side.
He would be able to make it this way.
That was close. Okay, come on, let's go. Good job. So we're making our last little push towards the end. We popped off to a little side walk into the cathedral area. So just 500 odd meters off the track. But our little legs are starting to get a bit tired now. So not far now. I think it's about 600 meters from here back to the car park. So we'll do this one and yeah, almost there. It's very pretty though.
Nice.
It's big. It's got high walls. That's probably why you have the acoustics, right? The Cathedral Gorge Walk is one of the most accessible parts of this park and is probably about a kilometre return walk from the car park. The acoustics in this gorge are apparently a bit like a real cathedral, and we got to hear them for ourselves with a singing group being there while we were visiting. Okay, so this is going to tell us
I need to go.
what the Bungle Bungle domes are all about. So, how remarkable and unique are these beehive-shaped domes? Comprising around 20% of the Bungle Bungle range, these towering domes rise 250 metres from the surrounding sand plains and are unrivaled in their scale, extent, grandeur and diversity anywhere in the world. They're one of the main reasons behind Purnululu's UNESCO World Heritage listing in 2003. How did the domes get their shape? The foundations of the Bungle Bungle range were laid 360 million years ago. It wasn't until 20 million years ago when the sculpting of these iconic domes began. Millions of years of erosion from wind and water have shaped these ancient sandstone towers. How did the domes get their stripes? A tiny single-celled organism called cyanobacteria forms the dark horizontal bands around the domes. Cyanobacteria needs moisture to survive, so only exists on the clay-bearing sandstone, which stays damp longer. The orange banding is iron oxide cemented sandstone, which dries too quickly for the cyanobacteria to survive. Why are the domes so fragile? Both the orange and grey bandings form a crust on the outside of the domes, which helps stabilise and protect the soft white sandstone within. This crust is only a few millimetres thick, so it's important that the domes are not damaged, as the sandstone will erode and crumble away. Please help preserve this fragile and culturally significant landscape by walking only on marked trails and not climbing or disturbing any rock structures. And then it shows over here, formation of the domes. So 360 million years ago, sand and gravel is deposited into the Ord Basin. 250 million years ago, layers of sandy sediments have built up. The grains are bound together by quartz, which creates sandstone. 20 million years ago, water begins seeping through the cracks, breaking up the sandstone. And then the erosional processes from water and wind have shaped deep gorges and the distinctive shape of the beehive domes we see today. Well, there you go. We now have our explanation for why they look like that. 14 kilometres of walking done. Covered pretty much all the walks in this part of the park. So we're going to make our way back now to the campsite and set up. How's everybody feel? How do you feel, Dad?
Tired now.
Ollie, how about you?
Oh, ready to get back in the caravan.
Oh, well,
And you, Zav? How are you feeling?
my pedometer
Sleep?
says we've only done 12.3 kilometres.
Oh,
So,
it wasn't as bad as what we thought.
no.
We
And-
started at 9:05 and it's now 1:34. So we've been going for almost 4.5 hours.
Oh well. Good job.
Did very well.
Back at the campsite, so we're going to do a quick pack up because we're going to try and get out because sunset, so we really want to get out and get back to the caravan and get onto a campsite hopefully before sunset. So quick pack up and out of here. We're on the road on the way back out now of Purnululu National Park. So we got all packed up in about half an hour, so it's 3 o'clock now, and we've already travelled about 15 minutes from the campsite back to the main road, so it's 52 k's out again through all those water crossings that we passed through the other day. We stopped to get a cold drink and an ice block for the boys on the way out. Got a Coke to have with my heartthrob. So we'll update you as we go along the road. Back at our first water crossing. some boulders in this one, isn't there? River crossing too. This is the deep one, eh?
Yep.
I think so. Oh. Maybe that one's up to the running boards. Headed across. Next river crossing. Missed the last one, it was so quick. Oh, this one's deep. Next crossing.
Guys, and then there's our patrols right behind us. Deep.
Yeah, it's a deep
Real
one.
tight.
Next one. Through it. Yeah, there's some big boulders just here. I feel like those big boulders weren't here the other day. 34k still to the highway.
Did we go this?
We stayed to the... He said stay to the right, the guy, right?
Yeah, we went over the boulders last time.
Yeah,
We didn't
I
go
think
round
so.
there, I think. We went round this way.
side. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think we went this
This-
way last time.
Yeah. No, I think we're going alright. I think that was the big one, right? The longest one. We've picked up the caravan and sun's just starting to set, so we're going to head off to the rest area and see if we can find ourselves a spot. We're all aired up and ready to get back onto the highway, but we're not going to go too far tonight, just either the same rest stop as we were at last time or one just a little bit further up the road. That's where we will leave you for this week's episode. Thank you for tuning in and following along on the journey with us. We'll be back again next week, continuing our journey east. We only have about 2 months now until we have to get back to Brisbane to finish up our big lap, but we have a lot of action to still go through in that time. So we will be going to some amazing places again next week. We'll be visiting the Alquestro Station Gorges. We camp up on the side of the Pentecost River and we continue towards Kununurra and explore that area as well. To make sure that you don't miss the next episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you get a notification as soon as our next episode comes out. And you can also follow along with us on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok at Financial Freedom by 40. We'll see you again soon.